Hello everyone, and welcome to the 12th episode of my Dark Souls Dex Build playthrough. My name is Tebriel, and today we're going to continue our journey throughout Lodron. Now, in the last episode, we finished up our stuff here, and in Blighttown, to continue and finally get to Sen's Fortress. Now, Sen's Fortress, also known as Sen's Funhouse, is kind of a turning point for the game where, if you haven't upgraded any items, the game will let you know quite harshly how bad of an idea that was to do. So, before we continue, I'm going to upgrade my bow at least to +5. That way we can continue upgrading it without having to go back to the blacksmith. So, I'm going to go ahead and buy some Titanite shards off of him. I should need 9 or so. Okay, now let's see. Let's go to reinforced weapon. Now, okay. Going down to the longbow. Let's upgrade this all the way. Okay, now we need to go to modify and put it to +6. Okay, now it is a decent weapon. Certainly not as good as our katana, but it'll be nice for the area up ahead. And just because I need to, I think I'm going to grab a couple more arrows. So let's see here. I'm going to grab a couple more large arrows. And that should be good. If you have the souls to spend, go ahead and just grab some arrows or upgrade any weapons that you got before continuing on to Sen's Fortress. It will be worth it, trust me. Okay. So actually, before we continue, I am going to go ahead and kindle this bonfire. This will make it so we have 10 Estus flasks, and it'll help quite a lot in the area to come. Okay. Let us go. Finally. Okay, let's check what's on our bars. Don't need these two things. And there isn't anything that poisons us here, so I think we are okay, although my crest shield could be upgraded. Although I don't plan on getting hit too much. And that's our first trap. Let's go ahead and attack this guy. Now, it doesn't do too much damage, but the bleed will get him, as you saw there. Still, though, they do a decent amount of damage, and they're not to be trifled with, so be careful. If you can, backstab them, or even use a parry and riposte, or riposte, not exactly sure how that's pronounced. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Okay, so first 2 enemies killed, only took 1 hit, thankfully. And there is a ton of stuff to collect in this area. An absolute ton, so I suggest you take your time and search around. Okay. Now let's see here. I might want to grab a weapon from down there, but I think I'm good for now. Down there are a bunch of Titanite demons. The same kind that handed our butts back to us at the entrance of the forest. They aren't fun to fight, especially with a dex build. So I would suggest... Oh, whoops, missed there. I would suggest using a heavy weapons build against them if possible. Otherwise, just see if you can dodge them. Whoops. That hurt. Okay. Yeah, it might be better just to run up to him. Watch out for all these guillotines. They're not fun. Especially because that guy can shoot lightning and have you back up into him on accident. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay, killed him, thankfully. And got some 2 Titanite shards. So the game helps you a little bit here with upgrading at least. So I can upgrade my bow a bit more. Okay. Now, there's the... that guy. Yeah, this area has boulder traps. In fact, this game is, oh, this area I should say, is called Sen's Funhouse for a reason. You could think of a trap, it probably has it here. At least in some form. So, we're gonna go over here, now that that's settled. And let's see here. So run this way and hurry. Ah. Okay, up here there is a ring you can grab. The ring of steel protection, I believe, yep. And that ring will help you in your defense against physical attacks. However, generally it's better just to get the Havel's ring and to just go ahead and equip that and wear better armor. Okay, down here, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Down here we have the Shotel. That is a weapon that can shoot, or that can hit through enemy shields. So if you're fighting PvP, or if you are just having trouble with a pesky enemy that keeps using its shield, use that on it, and you won't have too much trouble with them. Whoops, okay. I was trying to one-hand it, but that didn't work too well. Talk to this guy.
Forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am...
Yep, otherwise known as Onion Bro.
I run flat for a ball, to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Well, he's a reoccurring character, and if we went to the beginning of Sen's Fortress earlier, we would have seen him. But unfortunately, we didn't. Whoops. Okay, this could kill me. Yeah, it did. That's what I thought. I got way too cocky with trying to parry him. If I would have just regularly attacked him, I would have been fine. But that is how it is in Sen's Fortress. You get a little too cocky and you die. Okay, let's continue. So it isn't too hard of an area, but it is definitely a turning point for many, many people. If you go in here with just the Drake sword, you are not going to have a fun time. So let's continue and re-kill these guys really quick. We can use these traps against them too, so we can take out one of them if possible. So come on. Oh, that actually would have parried if he would have aimed at me, right? So, just a little bit more and he'll be dead. Okay, good. So, let's continue. And as you see, right there in that little hole is where those little bolts came out of. This whole area, if you are not careful, you can die really easily. Last time I just died to a monster and, well, that'll happen. But most people, they'll tend to get hit by these guillotines or some other silly manner of traps. Oh, whoops. Okay, gonna heal here. Okay, well that was nice. I thought he'd have a longer recovery time. Okay, let's hope this kills him. Yep. Also, these guys can drop their weapon as well, the Man Serpent Greatsword. It is a very, very nice strength weapon. It is one of my favorites. So, if you're running a strength build instead of a dex one like this, go ahead and pick that weapon up. If you can, anyways. It's really, really nice. There will be an item we can get later that will help with farming items and other stuff. So, if you're having trouble with it, stay tuned, because we will be getting an item that will help immensely. Anyway, since we already talked to Siegmeyer, the only thing we need to do is collect our souls down here. So, let's see here. Okay. Now, where are our souls? Are they down there, or are they up this way? Let's go ahead and kill this person really quick. Whoops. And watch out for them, they can do some nasty attacks. Okay, gonna wait till the next boulder comes. Come on. There we go. Okay. There's our souls. And it seems the enemy's already dead here. That's interesting. Okay. Let us continue and wait for that other boulder. This will be a waiting game in some of these areas for either the guillotines or boulders, so... This is the part of the game that really wants you to take your time with it. Okay. Now we'll be able to continue. Okie dokie. Yep. Being very observant in this area is a must. Seeing that and seeing that pressure plate, you could have gotten killed really, really easily. So, you want to be very, 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 very careful here. Granted, once you've done this area before, you can kind of run through it a lot of the time. Oh, whoops. Almost got killed there. Okay. Nice. And he's dead. No Man Serpent Greatsword, but then again, we can't really use it anyways on this character. And I'm not planning on using it. Alright, so there's two ways we can go here. We can go down or up. I'm gonna go up just really quick. And right here, we'll jump off there. That is a little secret area where you can get a couple items and stuff. So, got a large soul of a proud knight. And going up through here, we can pick up this set, which is the Black Sorcerer set. And the Sorcery Hush. If I remember right, Hush will make it so that your movement sounds like, say, you're walking, or maybe the jingle of your armor, it'll go away. There's a ring for that as well, if I remember right. It's nice if you're trying to sneak up on enemies or even players. Anyways, there's an area over here, but I'm not going to bother with it because it makes it so we have to backtrack a lot, so we're going to go down. The area I opened up just a second ago near the corpse with Hush on it, that is a little shortcut to back to where we need to go, partially, but I'm going to wait down here to grab that item I mentioned earlier that'll help us with farming stuff. So if you wait over here for boulders, you'll see that there is a hole in there. Now, that hole isn't a, an endless hole or anything like that. It's actually has a max amount of boulders that it can hold. So, once it hits the max, that wall will break open, and we can continue through it, grab our item, and then continue on to Sen's Fortress. Or through it, I should say. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab that item. Gold Covetous Serpent Ring. Now this item will increase the drop rate at which enemies drop items. It is very, very good, and it is one of the few ways that you can max out your drop rate for items. In order to totally max it out, you need 10 humanity and the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring or one other item, which you can get from these guys right here. Now, normally it looks like a regular chest, but if you look closely, you can see it moving. I hope this renders in the video. And also, if you notice, its chain on the ground is reaching instead of curled in a circle-like pattern. Now this, if you've ever played any D&D game or RPG, you would know is a mimic. Granted, you might not know the first time you try and open the chest, but there you go. There's a little trick with them that you can use, where you can go ahead and throw Aloyd's Talisman at them, and they'll open up. This allows you to grab the item inside them, without having to worry about opening up the chest and killing yourself, or actually killing the mimic itself. But we're gonna kill it just for the sake of killing it. Now, these guys are a bit tough, but you can do a little bit of damage on them before they get all the way up, so Thankfully, they give you that at least. They can do a lot of damage, though. Okay. And if you go on this platform, you'll see that there's blood on it. So, I suggest you pan your camera to the ground and not get crushed up there. Yep, spikes. So, you want to get off at the first platform you can. Okay. Continuing on. Here is the little area that I opened up a second ago, so we could have bypassed that totally if we wanted to. And let's see here. Now going up through this... Oh, whoops. Is that going to go towards me or not? I need to check. Nope. Okay, good. Alright. Now this opens up this area. Now you can actually change the direction at which these boulders shoot. If you push it out harmlessly that way into the forest, then you won't have to worry about them anymore, at least until you die. But, this will also help Mr. Siegmeyer of Katarina earlier, so be a good lad or miss and go ahead and help him out. He's a very nice fellow. Aside from just being nice, he can actually give you a few items throughout the game, and he's one of the few ways that you can get a Titanite slab. So, helping him out will help you out. Okay, gonna go up here, kill this thing really quick before it can do any damage to us. And if you look behind us, you'll see that there is one of these guys. So, you can either try and kill him first, or you can try and kill, the other one first. Probably should have upgraded my shield a bit more, but I'll see if I can do that as I go on. Might not be able to get any regular Titanite shards though. Okay, and then there's this guy. If you keep shooting at him, you should be able to stun lock him so he can't shoot you while you're walking on the edge. And that's the reason why I brought this bow. You don't really need to upgrade it that much if you're planning on just knocking him off the edge, but the damage definitely helps. And this is the last stretch of the area. So, run through here, and then run through here. And there we go. So, I was just... Sorry. I was just checking for some items. Oh yeah, don't go down there, that's bad news. So, avoid those pressure plates, and... let's traverse the white light. So first things first, we're going to go to the left, not the right. Just in case. So running up here, you'll see that there's black marks on the ground. That is because there is a guy who throws stuff at us, as you can see. Explosions. So we're going to go down here. Leap of faith. And there's a bonfire. I did not know about this bonfire the first time I went through this game. It surprised me when I saw a Let's Play of it when I continued after playing it, or beating it, I should say. I really was a little pissed about that because I had a lot of trouble with this place. But now let's go ahead and search this area now that we don't have to traverse Sen's Funhouse all the way anymore. And as you can see, there are Boulder Knights here. Remember when I said that there was another area where you could farm Boulder Knights? This would be it. And these guys, for some reason, I'm unsure if this is true or not, but it almost appears as if they have a higher drop rate than the other Boulder Knights. Because more often than not, I'll get stuff off of these two that are here than all of the ones in the church combined. So... let's go ahead and, whoops, take him out if possible without getting killed, of course. And these guys are pretty much the same. I don't believe these ones will try and parry you, it's only the ones with the tiny parrying shields. So, kill him. And they didn't drop anything this time. But it's a nice farming spot if you want, say, the Boulder Side Sword. And we got the Flame Stone Plate Ring. That is for fire defense. There are very few bosses in this game that you'll need fire defense for, but at least at this point in the game. But the ones that do it, it helps. So, let's continue up. Avoiding all those stuff. Large Titanite shards. And going over this way. And there's one of these guys, so yeah, they're not fun to fight, but we can bleed them out at least. Oh, I tried to dodge, that didn't work. Okay, let's heal up really quick. And let's go at him again. Okay, only a few more hits and he'll be dead. Dead. Okay. Occasionally they'll drop Titanite chunks, I think, or Titanite or large Titanite shards, and they can drop a couple armor pieces as well, although it tends to be relatively rare. Not terribly so, thankfully. And now there's this guy. He'll shoot at you with a bow until you get close enough, in which case he'll switch to his melee weapon, and it is not to be trifled with. If he hits you and you get stun locked, you could basically die in nearly a hit, so watch out for him. We're gonna go down here and hit him a bit. There we go, got him. And he's wearing the elite knight armor, I think. Oh, I thought I killed him. Apparently not. Oh, wow. He parried me and I killed him, thankfully. That could have been bad. That could have been very bad. But we got Ricard's Rapier, which is a dex weapon, just like the Uchigatana. And let's see if I can find it in here really quick. Yep, I can use it if I wanted to, and it works much like the Rapier, but if you do the R2, or the heavy attack, I should say, you do this. And then if you do it again, you do that. And as you can see, that can be devastating against an enemy that doesn't have any poise. Kind of like myself. So we got a Divine Blessing and a Rare Ring of Sacrifice. Now, Divine Blessings are basically your mega elixirs of this game. They will heal you completely and get rid of any status ailment. I'm not sure if it gets rid of Curse, though. And Rare Rings of Sacrifice, they will get rid of Curse, and if you wear them when you die, they'll also make sure that you don't lose any of your souls or humanity. But, as its name suggests, it will destroy the ring, so it sacrifices itself in order to save your souls. Use it when you think you're going to die or if you've been cursed, although there are ways of curing curse. So, let's go ahead and go this way really quick. Jump over here. It's a little bit of a hard jump to do. You might want to take off some armor if you're wearing heavy stuff. And talking to him.
What? Who are you? Ah, another undead.
Mm-hmm.
I took my son's fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven.
Apparently.
Ah, you think we're different?
Yep,
You
just
can?
did.
Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out. With your soul, sir.
So he becomes a merchant. We can buy black fire bombs from him, which, as you know, were very helpful earlier on, as well as green blossoms, which help with stamina recovery speed. And we can buy some Titanite shards if we don't have any, as well as large Titanite shards. His Titanite shard price is a bit, well, overpriced. And same thing with the green Titanite shard. However, you can buy them if you have not gotten them earlier. So, continuing on, you can buy Boulder Shield from him, Tower Shield. Boulder Shield is very nice. It is one of the better shields in this game if fully upgraded, because of its stability. And you can buy the Katarina armor, like Onion Bro, and you can buy the Boulder set and the Steel set, like the one he is wearing. You can also buy these two rings. They haven't been very useful to me before, however, you might like the lightning defense one, for a boss we might come up against later. So, he sells some stuff, you can buy some stuff. I might buy some Titanite shards from him so I can upgrade my shield, or I just might buy a totally different shield. Let me check the boulder shield really quick. It is a very nice shield. Lightning defense is 50, fire is 60, so that's very nice. Let me check the current one I have on right now really quick. So fire is 55, lightning is 45, stability is eh. And let's go ahead and buy the boulder shield. Just because I like it so much. And let's go ahead and upgrade that sucker. So we'll buy some Titanite shards from him at the cheapskate price, of course. Just out of convenience, though.
Go along.
So, let's see here. Boulder shield looks like this. It's very, very nice shield. And we can still fast roll with it, so that is very much helpful. So we're going down here, this is another optional area. And we're going to grab a particular item from down here really quick. So let's go ahead and kill this person. Whoops, and we missed. Oh, that actually hit us from behind a little bit. So, dead, and we got the cage key. This will be the key to our shortcut that we will open up here in a second. However, before going on that shortcut, I am going to go ahead and go back to the bonfire and upgrade this shield. We are going to need to upgrade this shield as best we can. Because if we can't dodge an attack, we are definitely going to want to block it. So, you can drop down there and get the sniper crossbow, and like some other people in this community said, that is the most inappropriately named item in the game, because you can't even aim with crossbows, as I mentioned earlier on in the series. So, okay. Let's go ahead and reinforce our new shield. So, let's go ahead and do that. And, okay. Can't put it above 6 quite yet, but we will do that here shortly. Alrighty, so we did that, and we are going to continue on up. Finally making a little bit more progress, and it seems like we've been dallying about up here for quite a while. You see that guy, you can actually jump over there and attack him if you want. I think he'll respawn later, though. And over there's a Boulder Knight, but he doesn't seem to be guarding anything, which is odd. This is the shortcut I was talking about. Using the cage key and getting inside the cage. Whoops. You can unlock the shortcut that will bring you all the way back down to the bottom of Sen's Fortress. So, as you can see, that one will now open, so when one goes down, the other goes up, and now you have a way to get down back to the Sen's Fortress, bottom of it. This makes it so that you can get to the blacksmith easy enough, and to upgrade any weapons past +5. So you can upgrade it all the way to +10 later, if you so choose. Which is what I'm going to do with this shield after we fight the boss up here. Oh, looks like we got a Titanite shard from him. Okay. Now, there is a summon you can summon over in there, which is very nice. His name is Iron Tarkus. He is one of the best summons in the game, and he can solo the boss that we're about to fight. However, I want to fight alone, just to show you how you can do it. And as you see up here, there is a very, very large man. Very, very large man. Oh, he's freaking out. Let's back up. So, if you wait for him to do that, you can deal a lot of damage to him, so just wait for him to do that. Two-hander weapon, go ahead and attack him a bunch. He's got a lot of health, so do as much damage as you can while you can. And we killed him. He was one of those giants that opened the gate, actually. Not that particular one. You can actually fight the one that did it, but we might do that later. Anyways, he drops a Titanite chunk, which is very nice. Okay. And now that we killed him, he won't interrupt our boss fight, because he will throw fire bombs at us while we're fighting the boss. So, let's go ahead and go through. The Iron Golem. He will start off by doing that, and now let's continue. He is not a fun boss to fight. He can do a lot of damage. So, you basically just want to get through his legs like that, and fight him and attack him like that. And you don't want to stand under him, mind you, otherwise that'll happen. But, getting in between his legs will help you a lot. So, let's see here. And, as you can see, he seems to be, tumbling a bit. So just attack both of his legs as you can. Do as much damage as you can. Probably should have used a green blossom here. Doesn't matter though. And he'll back up like that. If he was in a slightly different position, he could have actually fell off and died. And that would have ended the fight immediately. But in this case, it just makes it so we can do some extra damage on him easily enough. And I don't believe he can bleed out. I'm not sure if he even has blood, so yeah, you don't want to get grabbed by that. He can deal a lot of damage to you just by hitting you, but he can also throw you right off the ledge. So, best to avoid that if possible. Anyways, thing about this fight, along with Sen's Fortress, is take your time, don't get cocky. That's how, well, a lot of the boss fights in this game work, actually, but, you know how it is. Okay, that could have been dangerous. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that did a lot of damage. We're gonna back up. Let's heal. Almost dead, though, thankfully. Okay, we're gonna make him back up a little bit towards us, if possible. That way, he won't take up so much of the platform anymore. Oh, he's doing that to us. Come on, big guy. Let's go. Oh, he almost jumped off. That would have been funny. Come on. Almost dead. And now he's dead. Now that was a little bit of a hard boss fight with the Dex weapon, but thankfully we were able to do it quite easily enough. Just took one hit, and you get 40,000 souls from him. A just reward for a difficult boss fight, I would say. Anyways, before we continue on, I am going to go ahead and let's see, do we have any homeward bones? Yeah, we got plenty of those. Okay, I'm gonna go down and upgrade this shield to +6 really quick, and then we're gonna continue on. Oh, by the way, I'd just like to ask everybody if you would like me to cut such things as upgrading out of the videos, or if you want to see me do it. Because I'm not sure if everyone likes to watch people farm or not. It generally isn't the most exciting thing in the world, and if I get into any areas where I would need to farm or go back to upgrade, it might not be enjoyable for everybody to watch. So let me know down in the comments if you want to watch me upgrade stuff and go back for upgrading above the limit and stuff like that, or if you just want me to end the video and I'll just tell you what I did in the next one. If it was something inconsequential such as that. But for now, we'll just go ahead and go down and upgrade. So, let's continue. And as you can see, this guy is right near us, so that isn't fun, but we won't have to worry about him too much. So just run back. He shouldn't bother you too much. In fact, a lot of the times these guys will sometimes actually get hit by their own traps. So let's run through here. Hopefully not, I don't have to worry about those guys, and trigger that trap just to see if any enemy gets hit by it. Yep. That was fun. Okay. Wow, quite the runners they are. Okay. And I guess he stopped running after me. So we'll upgrade this shield to +6. Okay. All the shield, +6. Nice. And because the shield is a little bit more important than our bow, I'm going to upgrade it again. We'll get a couple more Titanite shards later on, so don't have to worry too much about that.
Don't get you.
Okay, now let's use that homeward bone, and we'll continue on. Okay. Now let's finally get to the top and confront what that yellow circle was on the ground when we killed the Iron Golem. Because that is important. Very much so. Okay. But we won't have to worry about too many traps or anything anymore, thankfully enough. We have proved that we can conquer Sen's Fortress quite well enough. Because as you can see, this area was designed a lot like a obstacle course, more than, say, just a regular old fortress. I mean, what sort of fortress would have such amount of traps? Well, going over here and fighting him, then examining this ring of light, you'll see that this was kind of a bit of like a test. And just like the big ol' raven earlier, we get carried up by some strange creatures. To where, you say? Well, stay tuned. Welcome to Anor Londo. Probably one of the most beautiful places in the game, I would say. Its architecture is absolutely magnificent. And it was designed that way for a reason. This is the city of the gods. Apparently, the gods used to reside in this city. Where they went, or if they're even still here, well, we'll find out. So, let's go down into Anor Londo. Now, we won't be continuing too much in this episode, because this episode has gone on long enough as it is. But we will see at least a little bit of Anor Londo. And that's a guard. As long as you don't get too close to him, you'll be fine. As you can see, there's more guards over there, and they seem to be guarding a chest. We will not worry about that in this episode. That is where we need to go, into that large castle-like building. And over there is an area we can go later on in the game. But for now, we're going to go this way, because this contains the bonfire. And a bonfire keeper.
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anor Londo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you.
So much like the Nerevarine and Morrowind, you may or may not be the chosen undead. All that depends on if you're successful or not in this area. But as you can see, she can upgrade her Estus flasks, and as you know, we have 2 of those upgrade items. So we are going to use those Firekeeper souls to upgrade our Estus flasks. So now they will heal a lot more. So you can talk to her to get some more information about the area. But for now, we're going to rest at this bonfire, and we are going to call it an episode. A little bit of a long one, but anyways, thank you all for joining me, everybody. I hope you had fun watching in my Dark Souls Dex build playthrough. My name is Teveriel, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody, and take care.